Hi everyone! Here are your vocabulary words for Unit 1 for Honors English 2. Just as a reminder, you need this piece of paper with you, your vocabulary word chart, in order to record the word, its definition, and a different way that you are going to remember this word. That can be anything that pops into your head as I'm talking, anything that I show you as an example, etc. All right, so if you do not have this sheet, go ahead and pause the video now and see me to get one. Or if I'm not available, go ahead and just use a piece of paper and it can be transferred over at another time. So here are your words for this week. The first word is adulterate. It's a verb and it means to corrupt, to make worse by the addition of something of lesser value. Here's a picture example of that. This apple is being adulterated with chemicals in order to change its color. It is given something of lesser value than the nutritional value that an apple already has. Adulterate. The next word, ambidextrous. Ambidextrous is an adjective. It means able to use both hands equally well. A way for you to remember this, if you have dexterity, that means you have flexibility of your hands. That means that your hands can do a lot of things. Ambi means many, so it is being able to use your hands dexterously. So ambidextrous looks like this. As you can see, this man is ambidextrous. He is writing two different words at the same time with his two different hands. His handwriting is the same, or at least both legible with both hands. So he is considered to be ambidextrous. Your next word is augment. Augment is a verb and it means to make larger, to increase. Kylie Jenner augmented her lips. As you can see the picture on the left, her lips are much smaller than the picture on the right. She has augmented them. She has increased them and made them larger. Your next word, bereft. Bereft is an adjective, means deprived of or made unhappy through a loss. This picture, this child is bereft because he just lost his balloon that he accidentally let go of and it flew into the air. So he is made unhappy by the loss of his balloon. Bereft. Your next word, deploy. Deploy is a verb which means to position or arrange, to utilize, to form up. You may be familiar with the word deployed, meaning troops have been deployed to a certain location in the world for military action. They are being positioned, arranged, utilized, formed. They're being deployed. Next word, dour. Dour is an adjective, and it means stern, unyielding, gloomy, or ill-humored. Wednesday Addams is a classic dour character. She never smiles. She says dark and creepy things to children. She is unyielding and stern and gloomy. One word you can remember this is the word sour rhymes with dour. A sour person is also gloomy and unyielding. Your next word is fortitude. Fortitude is a noun, and it means courage in facing difficulties. This is a famous picture of Tiananmen Square in the 1980s. This young man placed himself in front of tanks to protest the invasion of soldiers in Tiananmen Square. He showed fortitude in that he stood his ground facing this giant tank that could have easily run him over. And the result is this classic photograph that shows the fortitude that human beings can have in the face of opposition. Your next word is gape. It is a verb, and it means to stare with open mouth, to open the mouth wide. Here is my favorite thing in the whole wide world, baby Fiona. And baby Fiona is gaping. She is gaping at the person taking her photograph. She is staring with an open mouth. Her mouth is open wide. And oh my gosh, she is the cutest thing in this whole world. Next, jibe. Jibe is a verb, and it means to utter taunting words. Here's a classic example of the school bully jibing this student. He is taunting him with words. Next word, guise. Guise is a noun, and it means an external appearance, cover, or mask. You might recognize it from the word disguise. And here is the classic guise of a wolf in sheep's clothing. If you know the story of the wolf that went among the sheep in sheep's clothing, this was a guise he put on in order to be trusted by the sheep in order to eat them. The next word, insidious. Insidious is an adjective. It means intended to deceive or entrap, sly or treacherous. You may know the movie Insidious, so if you've seen the movie, you know why they may have called it that. An example of someone who was insidious is the big bad wolf in Little Red Riding Hood. He is intending to deceive or entrap her. He is sly and treacherous, dressing up as Granny. And in order to eat Little Red Riding Hood, he is an insidious character. Your next word, intimation. Intimation is a noun, and it means a hint, an indirect suggestion. This cartoon shows an intimation that this couple has for each other by buying them presents that they feel the other needs to improve upon. For example, the woman feels like the man needs to do more yard work, and she gives him a hint or an indirect suggestion by giving him a rake for Christmas. He feels that she needs to do more housework, so he gives her a vacuum cleaner as a hint, as an intimation that she needs to do more housework. The next word is opulent. It is an adjective, and it means wealthy, luxurious, ample, grandiose. Donald Trump and his family, before the White House and probably currently, was living a very opulent lifestyle. Notice how everything is trimmed in gold. His son is riding a stuffed lion. They're wearing fancy clothes. The carpeting is luxurious. The furnishings are luxurious. They lived an opulent lifestyle in Trump Tower. Next word, pliable, which means adjective, easily bent or flexible. This tubing right here is pliable. It is easily bent or flexible. Your next word is reiterate. It is a verb, and it means to say again, to repeat. If you've ever seen The Simpsons, the opening credits, Bart Simpson is always reiterating, repeating, saying again whatever his teacher told him to reiterate on the chalkboard. Next word, stolid. Stolid is an adjective, and it means not easily moved mentally or emotionally, dull, unresponsive. An example would be the Vulcan himself, Dr. Spock. He is a stolid individual in that he is not easily moved emotionally. He is unresponsive. He's almost stoic in his reactions to people, but he does not have a lot of emotion. He is stolid. Next word, tentative. Tentative is an adjective, and it means experimental in nature, uncertain. The picture of the dog here, he is tentatively on that ladder. He is uncertain that he is going to go into the water because he is afraid of the water. He is tentative, uncertain, or hesitant. Next word, unkempt. Unkempt is an adjective, means not combed, untidy, not properly maintained, unkempt. Anna in Frozen, when she wakes up on the coronation day, is unkempt. Her hair is a mess. She's got drool around her mouth. It's kind of disgusting. She is uncombed and untidy from waking up. Next word is verbatim. It's an adjective, and it means word for word, exactly as written or spoken. Let's watch a video clip from Dead Poets Society, in which the students are repeating verbatim what their Latin professor is saying. All right, that was a video clip of verbatim, repeating word for word. Finally, warily. Warily is an adverb, and it means cautiously, with great care. This mother is laying down her baby warily, cautiously, with great care, because if you've ever laid down a sleeping baby that had just been screaming, you would do so very carefully and very cautiously so as not to wake up the baby. Warily. All right, that's it for this week. So what you need to do is make sure that you're studying your vocabulary words. 15 minutes every night is my recommendation to you. If you look on Canvas, you will see all activities for this vocabulary unit, including a Quizlet that I have made that you can download the app on your phone and study your vocabulary through Quizlet. Have a great day. Bye.